Well, my first job was being the poultry barn superintendent. This is my 28th year. And so I've got kids from my earlier days coming back with their own kids now showing poultry and 4-H. So that's really great fun. So I get the poultry barn all ready, and I have a lot of help, as you saw tonight. And then I oversee a lot of the things that go around the fair. I sit in on all the committees. So I sit in the Capital Improvement Committee, and that's a group of people from the Fair Board who plan and budget for next year's improvements and additions to the fair in different angles. And then I sit in the Promotion Committee, which is the group that does all the marketing and gets all the ads together and gathers sponsorships. And that's the biggest job I do here, I think, is working on promotions with everything that goes on there. I also sit in the Grandstand Committee, which organizes all the acts that perform in the grandstand. And I just work with this. Each of these committees have a chair. So I'm more just there watching everything. And I also sit in the Budget Committee, which is another big job. Our budget is about $300,000 a year. And most of that money we have to raise ourselves. I think we got $9,000 this year to help maintain this property, which is owned by the county. And the rest we raise ourselves through different activities and the fair itself and rental space. Virtually everybody is a volunteer here. We have a part-time facility manager, and in the summer we hire a few high school kids to help. But we have probably close to 300 volunteers that help in some capacity. June will come along and people say, "Gee, I suppose you're starting to think about the fair." And I said, well, we're well past thinking about the fair. A lot of the thinking about this year's fair was done 4 years ago. And they said, really, what would you do? And they said, well, you want to hear the list? And people just don't realize. And it's not just our organization, any group that puts on a big activity, it's a lot of work. The minute the fair is done, the following week, we have a wrap-up meeting. It's our longest meeting of the year, and every department head speaks about what things went well, what things could use improvement. And so the planning starts at least a year before the upcoming fair. And I plant most all of the flowers for the fair. I do buy some of them from the greenhouses, and we're really fortunate because 2 of our major greenhouses here do in-kind trades, and we give them a sponsorship and they give me some plants. And then I do save a lot of my plants over. Like I'll save some geraniums over, take cuttings in March, and you'll see them here next year in the window boxes. Over there I got a bunch of cannas and dahlias, and I dig them up and keep them in the basement over winter, and then I plant them in pots in spring. This spring when I was planting my cannas and dahlia tubers, I had 121 pots. And a good 110 of those plants are here growing around the fairgrounds. And we could not do this without our community support. And so it is truly a great Bemidji, Beltrami County get-together that people really support.